You see Dubai? Oh my
God.
days. I don't even want to get into Dubai yet.
Yeah, hey, try say it in your head. It's the end of a verse.
Say the whole verse. How does it start? I didn't think it was Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the song.
Even that record label, they're watching this, they're going to know who they are. We can piss them off.
That's what I said, we're not supposed to do before we come up on these shows, man, getting asked these 21 questions. Got man sweating and that.
I need a cap flat.
Cap flat.
Imagine it comes with admin. It comes with admin.
Welcome to season 2. This is how it's gonna work. 3 rounds which get harder with each round. Country dons are gonna be rating bars and guessing who said them and the song. They're gonna be ranking bars, they're gonna be finishing and rating their own bars, and finally, they're gonna be answering our questions, but as you might have guessed by now, which are written as bars. Oh, and each round they're wrong or skip a question, we're gonna add seconds to a timer, which of course is the length they have to freestyle to. Yes, freestyle to at the end of the show with no exceptions. Welcome to season 2.
Okay, so you guys blew up quick. Just before we get into your verses, tell us your best and worst purchase.
Bro, best and worst purchase. You know, for the Kenny All Star Freestyle, I bought them fucking Burberry socks for no reason.
Yeah, real talk.
For no reason.
He did as well.
Even though it was meant to be a Burberry drip kind of fucking video, it didn't even happen.
So that's your worst thing, what's your best?
I don't know, it's all just jackets, I guess.
Probably clothes, isn't it? Clothes are just designer. It's just a waste, isn't it?
I don't even know for my worst purchase, you know. It's a bit of a mad one. Probably a trim still.
Well, how much did you pay? So what happens when you cheat on your
not
barber?
even that. My barber weren't about and I had to go and get a trim off someone else, innit? And that's probably my worst purchase because it didn't come out how I expected it to. If I remember correctly, I think I paid like £15 for it. It's not big piece, but I would have preferred a better trim. So, and probably my best one's whips, innit? I like cars. I like to buy cars here and there. So yeah, my car's probably the best.
What's the favourite car you've had?
I'm not even too sure, you know.
Can't drive though.
I've had a few, you know. Probably the AMG 45 was a sick one. That one was rapid. So yeah, I'll probably say that one.
Recently, you know, I bought a strategy book, innit? See, I've never read before. I'm obviously back in school, but I've never read. I started reading that book. It's actually clued me on bears of like the whole business side of things and everything. It's called literally called the strategy book. Literally, yeah. So on the worst purchase, when we used to do music videos, first when we started, we used to put like 3-4 bags on drip just for that one video. For that one video, then after it, we'd never wear it again because I'll be in Reading, I'm wearing the same outfit I wore. People are coming up to me like, I know who you. I'm thinking, I got a mask on, bro. What do you mean you know it's me? You know what I mean?
Life is lovely. I remember when I used to be ugly. It's wee babe, but she call me wee bee. Never hear I'm sucking on Nani. Never catch on Molly. I smoke a lot of ganja like Marley. Call me.
Just from that word there, yeah, you should know who that is. Nah, the way you said that, Weebay.
Weebay.
Yeah, who says that?
Who's it then?
What do you mean who says that?
Oh!
Exactly, think, bruv.
I know who this is.
Exactly, it should be.
Weebay.
If I'm right, suspect OTB.
Oh shit. What's Weebay? Is that a restaurant?
Weebay.
What's Weebay? A restaurant?
I'm dead. What is that?
You mean a crease in what?
You know, Weebay myself, cuz I can't lie.
Hey, I'm done.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna stick with what my man said, innit? Suspect OTB.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the song. Oh, raw. This is how you're doing us.
This is what you said about season 2.
I'ma be real with you. I probably couldn't tell you this.
Nah, neither. I couldn't either.
Okay, rate the lyric out of 10.
I'll give that a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, back.
I'll give that a 5 just because I'm confused. I'm a little bit lit. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure, innit?
That's a penalty.
Did you get it right though?
Yeah, cool. Half a penalty.
Half.
You man should know the song because it's his biggest song, bro.
Swear down.
Oh, that's good.
Gangster.
Oh shit. See the ones I like? Wrong way down or one way. Wrong way down or one way. I've heard that one. You should have gone for that one, I would have known it. Your visuals are always dope. There must be a lot more fun since you're a group. What's the most you've spent on a video shoot? This is a good question. You see Dubai? Oh my days. I don't even want to get into Dubai, yeah? We must have gone there for 4 days thinking, yeah, it's going to be lit, we could bare scenes, this, that. We just got bare fines and it was bare stress. Bro,
yeah, I can't even go back, bro.
Listen, we're pulling up to our state, bro, and the people that we got the whips off are trying to drag us out the whip. They're coming up, you got dents on this, you got car, you got, bro, this and the maddest things. How much you have to pay?
Now Dubai was a lot.
Bro.
It was. Obviously we know people in Dubai, but with the whips, it's like a bit of a con game out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of rappers watching this now will tell you the same thing.
Real
You go
talk.
to Dubai, you get a whip, 2 days later you're paying a bag for a scuff on the alloy that was already there.
Trust me.
So Dubai was expensive in terms of what we had to rent out for the video costs and that. But overall, because so many man went, every man got a whip. Every man got fined. Dubai, do you know what it was? Dubai was a sick experience to go to, obviously, as a group, and it was fun. But that's definitely where we spent most money.
If you man were to add it up, all the fines and plus the video shoot.
Bro, I had to cancel my card.
Put it this way.
I had to cancel my card.
All of us.
I was on the.
all of us.
I was heading to the airport. I had to cancel my card because there's literally funds coming out, bro. As I was talking.
Bro, these
like,
men are
it was
taking money out of our
like-
account without even saying. They're just
was
taking two
crazy,
bags.
I had 7 grand in fines. Mum's like,
Every man had a whip each. If you say 6, 7 whips, and basically everyone put a bag depot down on each whip to start with, that was taken within the first couple
Trust
of
me,
days.
Depot didn't even come back.
And then the worst thing is,
Man said no.
they hold your card deets now, yeah?
Yeah.
So obviously, if you get more fines, they just start taking out your card, innit? Without any
Like,
authorization.
went
from
for a
you.
red light. The Fed asked for a bag on the spot.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, boy, you're coming to jail." He's like, "You give me a bag now." Like, I had to pay my man £1,000.
Real talk. It's crazy. It's crazy out there still. It's crazy.
That shit's still on our mind.
No, Scott, real talk. I've probably done about 13, 14 bags myself.
The Biden was at least 40.
Between us three. Between the whole man them, it's a different question.
Yeah.
It's a whole different question.
Count what they
That's what I'm saying. And that was in 4 days, bro. Shout out
Yeah,
Pac-Man.
shout out
man,
Pac-Man.
He does all your stuff, innit?
Yeah, man. He's like family to us
yeah,
still.
yeah.
He's a good brother.
I've been there since day
Good
one.
brother.
You know what it is when we work with someone and it works well. There's no point changing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So Pac-Man's been there from day one, and it's always just worked well with him. So
How do you man even like connect, kind of?
Hey, this is funny as well. We're about to do our first video, yeah. We're calling him. He wasn't even replying to us, man.
I was messaging
He weren't taking us seriously,
on
bro.
Instagram, and he weren't taking us serious, and I started arguing with man over Instagram.
Yeah, he was trying to mock it, but
And
we're
then,
having a
like,
full argument, yeah.
yeah,
Then
so-
boom.
and
When he
then
actually
something
pulled up to the block, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pull up. He's like, what? This is what you're saying? We're like, this is serious, bro. You know what I mean? We're trying to do this properly. Do you know what I mean? But
you say now we come like country dons, innit? My man works with people from London. All of a sudden he's got.
he's
a
probably
group
thinking.
shit.
Yeah.
He probably was thinking that he's
Yeah,
not
I
serious.
think he
whatever.
didn't think we were serious, innit? And then when he pulled up, obviously he saw what was going
Saw the
on.
realness still.
And then from there we just clicked with my man, innit? So it worked well.
Rocky, Moroccan Blaze, you guys have got very unique names. Could you all be brothers? Where are you man from and what's your connection to each other? Half English, half Jamaican, that's my background, and we just knew each other from being outside.
That's Yardy Man B there still.
Obviously, my one's obvious, innit? A lot of people, yeah, I just want to address this, call me Marco, innit? My name's not Marco, it's Maroc. So, obviously, Maroc is...
It's funny though, you laugh here, but Bear Man calling him.
Bear Man
So
call me
many people
Marco.
call him Marco, it's funny.
It's a funny thing to
funny,
only.
it's funny.
But yeah, no, I'm half Moroccan and I'm half Irish, but man was born in Morocco.
You're half Irish?
I said you're half Irish. Yeah, my dad's Irish, innit? Mum's Moroccan.
Okay.
I was born in Morocco, but I moved over here maybe when I was like 6 or 7, innit? So I was brought up in England, but born in Morocco. But nah, these man ain't my blood brothers, but they're my brothers, you get me?
Yeah, I'm obviously half English, half Bayesian, which is Barbados.
You man just met outside then.
What did we do? We started going studio. These man were telling me, obviously, I went studio before these man, innit? These man telling me, yo, I want to get in the booth, I was like, cool. Come down to the studio and we literally made one song. The first song we ever made was literally Sticky Situation. So like we never released that. And what we done when we first went to release it, we changed the whole beat. So we were sitting on that for like a year, for ages.
We sat on that song for a long time, to be honest with you.
Ages.
We was always a bit like, we didn't know whether to drop it because we never took that music seriously at that time. Obviously Rocky was doing his thing in the music, and then obviously a few people locally heard it. It was more like a song just to bang for ourselves, not like to really show other people. It's for like the mandem and that. And then when they heard it, everyone just said it was popping, and then we dropped it, and boom.
What made you man even say like we're gonna be country dons? Like what made you man say
That's what we are, innit?
We've been saying that from day.
Been saying that from
We've
day,
been saying that
yeah.
for like
Like,
15, 16.
Always had like, because
Yeah.
country, innit, obviously where we're from is like, it's country settings. So obviously in London you've got all the big tower blocks and cities. We've got cows and trees.
Trust me. The thing is as well.
So you know them ones.
The thing is as well, if we didn't call ourselves that, people would get like confused. People from London.
100%.
People still now to this day think we're from London. We're from here.
Nah, yeah.
Like, they ain't nothing but P's and bands when they land. 3 L's,
Free TP2, free Scott, free Elder, and free you.
Hey,
I might do it like Pac-Man. How to
Man just put up and
Hey, come
Hey,
on.
listen, done and dusted.
Come on.
My man there.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I can't lie, you spelled my man's name wrong, but still 10 out of 10.
Hey, man said free Scoff.
Man said
Hey,
free score.
free Scoff, you know.
Man said score. 10 out of 10,
Yeah,
10 out of 10. Man, come on, man.
It's only right, it's only right.
Subscribe right down here, you know what I'm saying?
Round 2. You man ready?
Go on.
We're gonna start with this one then, yeah? Check my lifestyle. This little white child, growing up hood, forced to live his life world. Yeah, I might smile on occasion, but look into my eyes and you'll see the fire blazing, my heart aching, life got me stressed, fam. Obviously you know who that is.
Who's that? What you say? It says it there, innit?
That's K Coke, bar in the booth.
What was
one
that?
which
His
is-
old follow me from.
That was like-
ages ago. I can't lie, that was hard.
That was like
That was cold.
one of the first Fire in the Booth to ever come out.
He's painting a story that he's talking.
Yeah, that one was hard still.
Yeah, cold.
I got this Fulham chick, I known her for time. Before all this ice when I was reloading on 9s. Saw me go from bread to water to lobster to wine. That's why I never air her calls when she hollers my line. My East things fly in a poster campaign.
Yeah.
That one's
Nines
for
is
me
cold.
personally speaking, like that's a classic for me, innit? So like,
Trust me, Nines is too cold.
I can already see what's on here, and I'm probably gonna rate that as one of the top.
I'm not gonna lie, if it didn't say their names underneath, I wouldn't know whose bars these were.
Swear down. You need to listen to music more, cuz.
I listen to band music, but I don't know man's bars down to the like.
Alright, so the next one.
I said the letter.
Made a lot of noise being silent. They labelled me remote. Now I'm being scattered by Ireland. Beg you, Warner brother, I'm universal, it's timing. I've got way too much to decipher for any cipher. I'm trying to be so much greater than good. The greater good. For the greater Avelino.
He can't even read, he's not very good to do this.
Avelino. Lately, death's been getting ever so close. Been feeling spirits while I'm driving. I should get me a ghost. Growing up, don't know the difference between the road and my home. Now I'm grown. I'm trying to buy every home on my road. Take away over rinsed. I need a chef to come and live with me. Last time I picked up a pot, I nearly killed a fiend. Shit. Hard. Shit. Obviously, that's Wretch.
Nah, Rich is cold.
Wretch is cold. Yeah, bro. Wretch is one of the coldest. Do you know? For me, that's a hard one. I'm gonna say between.
They're all fire in the booth as well. Just cold.
Avelino and Wretch's ones are like classics though.
they're
Like, them ones
classics.
go down in the books in terms of like legendary fire in the booth.
We
And
said
then
that.
obviously,
Yeah. Nines
for
has got
me
to be first, innit?
personally, I'm gonna rate it.
Yeah,
Wretch.
I'll fuck with Nines hard. You gonna go Rich first?
I'm going Wretch first.
okay.
9 second, Avelino and Coke last. That's me personally.
I'd probably go thereabouts, probably maybe switch Nines and Rich. Only
the same
cause
one, bro.
it's who I relate to more than I mean. But nah, Nines is cold, I fuck with cold.
What are you saying on them
Rich
ones?
is hard, they're probably the same as that, yeah.
Probably goes Nines Wretch, Avelino then Coke.
Say no more.
All legendary.
All of them are hard
legendary.
and all of them are legendary, I can't lie. To be real, a lot of them actually put fire in the booth on the map, in my personal
Real talk,
opinion.
real talk.
Obviously, shout out Charlie as well. If rap was like sports, you would have had a lot of wealth, but also as a team, can you vote on the CD MVP and you can't vote yourself?
I said the CD MVP.
Oh. Obviously, I'm gonna say Rocky, innit? And the reason I say that is
Yeah, I back
'cause-
that. I back that.
Yeah,
I back
and
that.
you gotta be real with it because Rocky's done like most of the hooks. He sits here and says, nah, like he plays it off like he's.
Listen, it's a joint thing, you know what I mean?
But obviously,
tough.
as a group, but for me personally, I'd say Rocky's the MVP.
Yeah, mum's
My brothers,
100%.
my brothers.
Blaze
my brothers.
agrees.
If it weren't for you, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, same.
We'd probably be just fucking just releasing songs in GRM, that's it. See, there's so much business and so much craziness that goes on behind closed doors that's actually mad, and I can't lie, he deals with all of it. It's mad.
Who would you say has the most work rate in the studio?
See, I think we all put work rate in because
Yeah.
we wouldn't make songs as a group if we didn't.
Yeah.
But if you're talking lyrically writing, obviously he does choruses, innit? So he's having more of an input in writing because he's doing majority of the choruses.
What are you trying to give the people for the mixtape? Like, what do you want to...
Versatility, bro.
Yeah,
Real
100%.
talk, versatility. See what it is? I rate a lot of artists, bro, but I feel like what they do so much of the same thing. And it's like, I don't know, like, I think people get not bored of it, but it's like they're hearing the same thing over and over again.
100%.
So what we're trying to do is just hit people with something different. Every time they're hearing something, they're like, raw, we're only going to try it, might flop. Some people might, you know what I mean, like what they're listening to, but yeah,
You
we're
won't
trying
know
to
if
hit
you
them
won't
with
try, innit?
differences,
So-
innit? Exactly that.
Why do you think these girls want to eat me off their plate? I'm a real go-getter.
I already know whose bar this is already.
I know
Alright,
it's
do
me.
my thing. I thought it was going to flop. I thought it was going to flop.
keep
I
going,
got
keep
this.
going.
This is nothing.
Trapping any weather.
5 bags of my sofa because I really like the leather.
Hey.
That's me. So,
No, like, Blaze.
10 out of 10 because
5 bags on the sofa because I really like the leather, you know.
I finished it.
Nah, you gotta finish what's underneath the black bits, bro.
Oh, I can't even remember, you know.
Oh, nah, this time
I bet, hey,
freestyle.
bust it.
No, we're a group, we can finish it.
I'm a real go-getter. Trapping any weather. 5 bags on my sofa.
No,
Yeah, I hate this song, yeah, so that's why I can't even remember it.
What song is it?
But it's fucking one, not or two.
Yeah,
you had this.
Hey, try say it in your head.
It's the end of my verse.
Say
Who's
the whole
after
verse.
me?
How does it start? I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think this would happen.
That's the end of it.
That's the end of it. Oh shit.
No, wait.
I can't
No,
come. You know it, cuz. Just try to do it.
Don't let's smoke a zoot before we come on these
Retaliation
things,
rate
bro.
rapid.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
all
all my
my brothers
brothers
savage.
tragic.
All my brothers savage.
Hey, what?
When I catch you, I'm gonna leave that, but
We leave more than a
bandage.
More than a bandage. Hey, listen. Yeah, you
Come
had
on.
that.
Hey, you
That's
need
on
to
Deny
flood
that.
bro.
Deny that.
You
that
man
was
are
a hot
lucky,
one
bro.
still. That's what I'm saying, we don't smoke a
Yeah,
zoot before
read
we
this.
come up on these shows, bro. I'm getting asked these 21 questions, man. Like, got man sweating and that. Like.
Real talk. I know there's a lot of versatility within Country Dons, and you man will keep it real. So aside from the music you make, what do you think is harder, trap or drill? Trap all day.
Trap.
I'm already saying it, bro.
Man's a front.
When I was younger, I used to rate drill. I used to fuck with it hard, but now, bro.
You know what's mad? Like, these men will tell you, yeah, when they jump in my whip, innit? What do I majority
He loves drill. He loves it. He loves it.
I love drill.
He loves drill.
But there's another reason to why I like drill, yeah, because trap's obviously trap, but I feel like apart from US drill, yeah, like the UK drill scene has done a lot. Like, and it's gone places, innit? So you've got to respect it on that level. I listen to a lot of drill, but I'll be real with you, obviously, I do think trap's harder. That's because that's the type of genre we're in and that's the type of music.
I'd say you listen to more drill though.
I listen to more drill, but I definitely think trap's harder, innit?
Who would you say one of your favourite trap artists are?
Me, I rate Meeks, innit? Like, for me, Meeks is one of my favourites.
His voice, everything, his flow is so different. When you listen to it, it's like a breath of fresh air kind of thing.
Even his videos, bro, like, he executes it in every
cold.
aspect. He don't leave one thing missing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll probably back that still.
You man kind of do both as well.
We don't have a genre really. We just like to dabble in whatever really. Like
Try a bit
how we're
everything.
feeling, innit?
Trap all day long.
Made a hard trap song today.
Yeah.
Made a hard
You know
trap
what's
today.
weird, yeah? This is no lie. I'm not knocking no one, yeah, but I actually find drill a little bit easier to write than trap. It might sound mad because
That's for you, yeah,
a higher
yeah.
BPM and tempo and that whatever, but I actually find drill like slightly easier to write than I do trap.
See, when you write to like trap, or like drill, what you're writing, does it make a difference?
100%.
Yeah, of course, yeah,
100%.
of course
Because
it
obviously
does.
people want to hear what they want to hear.
Obviously, drill's called drill for a reason.
Exactly that, bro.
Yeah,
They want to hear.
if
they
you're
wanna
gonna
hear
go on
that
obviously there's certain man who have duppy drill beats doing like, I don't know, a wave thing or R&B thing or whatever, but if you look at the core fans of drill, they're tuning into drill because it's drill, you get me? Like, that's what they want to hear, so.
And more time it's making a party jump as well.
Yeah,
They're the songs that are making.
100%. I always see you guys in bust down chains, so the question is fair. Fredo Nines and Clavish go Harrods. And so do you, man. Who do you think spends the most there? Well, out of these, man.
You three go and them three go.
Well, obviously them, bro.
Them man, 100%.
Them man, yeah.
100% them man.
I ain't gonna cap
100%.
you, yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
If I go into Harrods and spend 10
Bro.
I'm getting followed back to my car by the fucking
Bro,
security
real talk.
police.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
fam, like,
If you talk chains, watches, and jewellery, we go hard. But we won't, like, if we go Harrods, the purpose, like, you'll probably
Exactly
say,
that.
like, I shout Rocky and say, listen, we got a music shoot.
That's
Come,
the
let's go
only
Harrods.
reason we're going Harrods.
Go
We're
in,
gonna
buy an
outfit.
outfit, we dip out. Because for me personally, I use personal shoppers. I know it's a bit silly because
It's
well,
easier.
it's not
easier.
silly, but I don't pay dickhead prices in it with my personal shoppers. So I find it easier to go through them. Something don't fit, you bust it back to them. I would definitely say these man are
Yeah,
going
them
harder
man.
at Harrods than us, man.
Real talk.
100%. Bro, Fredo.
Yeah, real
you
talk.
see
Put it on his
yeah?
runs, bro.
Fredo on his what, bruv? This guy's a new season every month. Yeah, definitely them, man.
I'm in the birches with all these jewels on. I spent all this trap money on some tools done. Yeah, I could go crazy and drop a bag in Dior. I could walk up in Louis and go shut down a store. I ain't in the industry, but I'm really in the field. Well, this is your bar again.
No, that ain't mine.
Is it not?
That ain't something I'd write.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
bugging. Right, I think it's hard. I'll probably rate that 7, 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 still.
I ain't in the industry, but I'm really in the field. Yeah, man.
It's someone we work with. What, that we done a song with.
I don't want to give you man too much.
Well, no, you got to chuck us a couple clues, brother. You can't.
I know. It's our boy Mowgli.
Is it?
Hey,
Oh, shit.
I need a song now.
Hey,
It's Mogs.
I need a song now.
Like, Mo's got fair songs out as well.
real talk.
I was about to get Spotify up on my phone.
And a quick slow.
Oh, different. I was gonna say delegate. I thought he's delegate.
You went like working together, like tell us about
Yeah,
that.
on his mixtape.
Yeah, jump
What
on
album?
Mowgli's tape.
Yeah, Mowgli's.
Bare
You know what, yeah, big up
necessities.
Mowgli. I rate Mowgli.
Yeah, shout out
He's
to
good
Mowgli.
people still.
Mowgli's a real guy still.
So you see when you meet people, like we met a lot of artists. We met Mowgli and we literally clicked like that, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you could felt that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Energy's
he's
there,
a G
like, he
still.
knows, like.
But he's just real, innit?
Real talk, yeah.
That's what it is, it's just real. What we on 5 seconds?
15.
What?
Rox has got this in the bag at the end, didn't you?
Got what in the bag? Subscribe right down here, you know what I'm saying?
You man ready?
This is the last round. Just bear that.
Round 3, yeah, the hardest round.
Yeah,
Round 3, you made it to the end. Wow, here's a tricky one. You man rap about turning down record deals. Tell us about the last song. What was the sum? I remember this like tomorrow yesterday.
What was the sum?
I know exactly what the sum was, but it wasn't. It's not like a record deal that you thought. Our last one was for 2 singles, and if correct me if I'm wrong, it was like 280 bands.
Something crazy like
It was
that. Something like
280 bands, yeah, for 2 singles. But you know what it was with it? I think they wanted to keep like.
They wanted to keep some
royalties
crazy
and
royalties.
everything.
See, it sounds
Like
good, yeah,
30, 40
but they wanted to
years.
keep crazy
You know them
royalties,
ones,
bro.
And you see with that record label, if they're watching this, they're gonna know who they are. We pissed them off. we counted them 7 times because they'd send something through, and we'd be calm with it, but we would like want one amendment made or something. We send it back, and then what they was doing, they was taking away what we wanted off, but then they'd be adding it.
Added
another way.
something else
So
crazy.
then the lawyer said to me, listen, realistically, and they're just adding back in what you don't want in another way. So we counted with them 7 times, and I think it got to a point where they must have just thought we hard work. Being independent, till this day, I'm quite happy with
I'm
it.
happy
I
with how
think
it
it's the right choice for us.
Because I see a lot. I didn't know what it was like. I see a lot of artists saying they can't release music and everything because of their label. I never knew it was like that.
You know what's mad, Jen? There's a lot of artists out there who if they don't have a lot of P's, or you know they're really trying to do this music thing, and it's hard to finance all of it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So. And then you get these mad figures getting proposed to you. You're sitting there like, rah, like, I'm assigning that because it's life changing. But really, when you deep what they want out of it, like recoup, if you don't get the money back, you then got to pay back this and that. And then we own this and that, we can do this and that with you. They're trying to tell us you've got to be places with any notice when we want you to be there. You know, so they fully just control, really. So you know that freedom's a must, but I'm still gonna risk it again and again. I'll risk that.
No, I'm talking about 6 packs in the tea out of the free gets
Dispatch.
That's an old school thing. You man are trying to catch us out. You're trying to catch us out. Can't lie. Man can't talk.
Come on, we'll fly through these, man. Come on.
10 out of 10 for that one. Shout out Trims as well.
Yeah,
Shout out Chims too.
You were rapping before?
Yeah, I was more rapping with my brethren Chims. We was just testing the water, seeing it was like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It wasn't really getting too many views. So it wasn't like we ain't making no real money off it. That's gonna change our lives. You know what I mean? So kind of like fell off. Yeah, and then these men were just like, come, let's go. We just made a bang, and we was like, fuck it, if it does well. And then, bro, what did we do? 15 mil in one. Shit.
How do you think you man blew up?
I don't know, honestly. I do not know. It was crazy, bro. Like everyone must have just fucked with it. It's so different as well. So what you're seeing normally, you see country dance, everyone's probably thinking, yo, who the fuck are these?
Now I think, do you know what it was? Yeah, I'll be real. See when I see Sticky Situations and the cover of it, that front image for the song, you're looking at it thinking, country.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You're seeing 20 valleys.
People are already intrigued.
So I think when you see that cover of it, you're just thinking, rah. But I think when something blows off like that, it's because it's mostly
We
getting
bring
shared
a
about,
vibe to the countryside that they don't see around it normally.
You lot ain't had an interview before, but you
Never.
banging views. Like, why haven't you man said, yeah, fuck it, let's do an interview?
You've got to remember when we dropped music, we was going into the start of COVID, really. So and I think Ardy said this in his interview as well, like something about in COVID times there wasn't much going on. You can imagine there was no shows, no festivals. We did really well streaming wise, so the streaming numbers were booming because everyone was at home. There was nothing really coming through, and then it was like anything that was coming through was on the basis of when COVID would finish. And another thing as well, I think for us, we didn't, well for me especially, with Called Socials, I rate the platform because we didn't want to do an interview where you're just coming on there and asking questions.
Asking questions is going to try and incriminate the man. Bro, I've seen so many of them, I'm thinking, we got an interview, I'm like, real talk, bro.
Bro, you might as well go to police station and have a chat with a fucking officer or something, bro. We had to pick the right platform to do it. Do you know what's mad as well? Like you said that on the views, yeah. Like we get bare views, but I've always said this to them and them. Like socially, we're not taking in really. If you look at the views we do compared to some artists, and you see them everywhere. Like obviously, they've got marketing and that behind them. And where we was independent, we didn't really have like marketing. Like we was doing everything ourselves, like trying to manage it ourselves. So I think we didn't get plugged in the socials enough to begin with. Do you get what I'm saying?
You man did your first show with Charlie Sloth, like Wireless as well.
Yeah. Wireless, that was our first show.
Yeah, that was lit.
Bro, shout out Charlie for that still, that was crazy. I thought I'm gonna come out there and go crazy, but I was fucked. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll come out in the first 15-20 seconds, I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm looking at the man, I'm like, bro, real talk. Nah, the experience was crazy. You see what it is, before we even come on, there's people jumping up throwing C's, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I see it.
Trust.
As soon as he's walking up, bare man clocks us, innit?
Real talk, it was hard.
3 verses on here, and it's our names underneath. They're gonna hate to see you doing something that they can't. I wanna be there from the finish, not there from the start. Girls say I ain't got no heart, I ain't Tony Stark.
10.
Maroc, you know I'm fully gassed anytime the pack lands. Starting from the bottom to the top and with my right hand, I found the right plan, I dish it out in stack bands. I still got my Akis down to wall like we're in Afghan.
10, that's a 10.
Trap so busy, so I need a cap flat.
Cap flat.
And if you catch it,
Imagine it comes with ad-libs. It comes with ad-libs. Imagine it comes with ad-libs. Cat flat.
And if I catch it up, I loading up Snapchat. Kelly in my zoo, I'll be rolling up a backstrap. And if my brother calls, then you know I'm gonna back that.
Gang.
And if I'm leaving that in, it's heaving up. Alright, so what? We gotta rate these verses.
10.
Alright, do you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna say Rocky,
Bro,
Blaze, then me.
I'm gonna go with Maroc, then Rocky, then me.
So everyone's gonna put themselves last.
That's what we do.
You know what it is?
That works. That works.
Because you man are doing it as a group, yeah. One list.
One list, say nothing.
We're gonna say Rocky first.
Just go 1, 2, 3. Fuck it.
Rocky first, then Maroc,
1, 2, 3.
Well, no joint winners.
Simple.
No joint winners.
Simple.
Daddy on when I step, left, right, right.
Right, left, right, and then left. With the 4 members are up. Okay, left is virgin for dead. Alright, we with that.
9.
Oh, skidoo do with that. 10.
Ten.
Who is that? Who's buzzing it?
He's just spitting already, don't even know.
Kick down doors. Think again, you must. I know the song, bro, but I'm just thinking, bro. You got to understand. MS Skendo, cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
But you gotta tell me who and what song though.
That's down to you, big
Because
man.
there's two of them.
Kick down doors.
Yeah.
Surely they're gonna call it that.
No.
Think again, you must. Hey, no, hey, don't take that as an answer. That was a guess. Wait, no.
That's not an answer, it's a guess.
Listen, wait.
Hey, you know what the maddest thing is? I can see like the bottom of the answer.
Why are you telling my man, bro? Why are you telling my man, bro? Oh, no, you can't. He's capping.
Hey, listen, all I know is Amos Skender. I can't name you the song. Hey, hold on, was it a freestyle? What were we at? 15 seconds? And adding this makes it what? 20 seconds.
Is it called Man Down?
Is it about bars?
No, it's not.
Man about bars. He just said it. Did
he say man about
He said it. Hey, wheel it up. He said it and then pulled it off and it said man about bars.
Is that mad about bars?
Man, that's the VAR from.
Real talk.
Is it called Man Down?
Is that about bars?
No,
It's cool.
Hey, you see it? Hey, you know.
You know.
I know you know.
Because obviously, as you're doing it,
It's not about bars.
about balls.
How do you man decide like who you're gonna work with, and like how will some of those relationships come about? Like, what about like Suspect and like you know?
Suspect was the maddest one, innit? We had a studio session, booked with Charlie Sloth for Charlie's album. So we was doing a single for Charlie's album, and Suspect was at the studio when we got there, kind of thing. And just the vibe, innit? You know them ones where the beat
You know when you vibe with someone straight away. You know what I mean?
he like a real guy as well, like. So as soon as the beat come on, we're rapping now. And boom, out of nowhere. It's mad energy.
Quickly as well. The song was done quick.
I'm saying, I was sitting there and then, bro, literally, I think we all looked at each other and went, yeah, it's done, innit? Let's jump in and make it happen. So that was like, in the moment, we made that. Yo, it's the Country Dons. You're locked in with Maroc.
Blaze.
Rocky. Mixtape out soon. New single out soon featuring a special guest. You're going to see that.
I know you could do something to that.
What's this, Joe?
It's just a little rap thing, I think.
Look, now these teeth ain't coming with braces, tighten your laces, we're sliding on pagans. I know man that love tell lies to the gal, the same man be snitching in stations. And you know me, I sit here on any occasion, I love me a little altercation. I ain't patient, I'll stay in him. Slide with the guys, little nigga, have your whole block raining. See my little G pop it, slide that bonnet, he don't need military training. On the back of the rinse with a girl going, I listen, wait, I don't want to start talking, man. I don't want to start talking, man. Wait.
Locked in record, shout every time.
You're done now.
Run that up.